Come to your neighborhood, though. Go to your neighborhood. We want to see you walk around Queens. Go walk around Queens, man.
Young Buck went live and challenged 50 Cent to walk through Queens without any security after 50 mocked him with a harsh AI meme on his birthday. What exactly did 50 share that set Buck off? And did Buck just stir up an 18-year feud he might not be able to handle? Let's break it down. The birthday situation. Around March 14th and 15th, 2026, during Young Buck's 45th birthday weekend, David Darnell Brown, the Nashville OG who once stood alongside 50 Cent as a key member of G-Unit when they dominated the rap scene, was simply out enjoying his time and staying in his lane. He wasn't looking for any issues with anyone. He was hosting what he called a rodeo-style birthday bash at his Nashville saloon. Horses, cowboy themes, southern vibes, everything was there, along with the celebration. He shared multiple clips on his IG, calm footage of him riding a horse through his area, talking with people around the neighborhood, greeting friends, and showing appreciation to those who have supported him throughout his journey. No tension, no hidden messages, no indirect remarks, none of that. Just a man celebrating another year of life with the people who truly matter to him.
You know, the gimmick is up, homie. We all looking at you. What's up, OG? How you doing, baby? I'm good, man.
You can see it clearly. He's out in the streets on his day, surrounded by his community. No issues, no drama on his mind at all. Just real love from the block. OGs giving respect. Neighbors stepping in with handshakes and hugs. This is what it looks like when someone is truly connected to where they come from. And it was obvious that Buck was taking in every moment of it.
The gimmick is up, homie. We all looking at you. What's up, OG? How you doing, baby? I'm good, man.
At this point in the live, Buck was still fully in celebration mode, greeting the elders, showing love, and keeping it real with his people. No issues at all. No mention of 50 Cent. No mention of G-Unit. Nothing. Just a man thankful to reach 45 and wanting the world to see how his community showed up for him. But that was about to shift real fast, because someone else was watching the live too.
I'm out here with them real riders, man. It is, baby. Real riders, man. It is, baby. Really do.
Real riders, real people, real community. That's what the birthday was all about. But while Buck was out there keeping it real in Cashville, 50 Cent was already on his phone putting together one of the boldest posts in recent memory. See, that's the thing about Fifth. He moves quick when he spots an opportunity. It doesn't matter if you're staying in your lane or haven't said a word about him. If 50 sees a chance to turn your name into content, he's taking it every time. The move he made was an AI-generated Photoshop parody image inspired by the classic 1970s TV show The Dukes of Hazzard. And this wasn't just a quick meme either. It was a full recreation, a detailed version of the original promo poster with the General Lee and the full cast. 50 edited himself in as Bo Duke, the main character. Tony Yale was placed right next to him, and the part that really got people talking, Gorilla's sister, Victoria Scarface Woods, also known as Barilla, was edited onto the body of Daisy Duke, the iconic character known for her signature shorts. Then he added T.I. as Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane, the clumsy lawman from the show, since 50 has also been taking shots at Tip. Why go at one person when you can include multiple in a single post? That's how 50 operates. And Buck, the person the whole image was directed at, was completely removed, replaced like he was never part of the group. The caption 50 posted for his millions of followers read, "They mad because you up? Young Buck kicked out. You in the group? At least I know you ain't looking at my LOL." And when academics saw the post, even he had to stop for a moment.
At least I know you ain't looking at my ass. Oh shit. So he puts up a Broilla post and he says, they mad because you're up.
Even academics could tell that was a different level of disrespect. Because on the surface, sure, the caption comes off like one of 50's usual jokes. The kind that racks up likes instantly. But if you really know the history, if you've been following what's been happening between these two for nearly 18 years, then you know every word in that caption was carefully chosen and delivered with purpose. When 50 said, "Young Buck kicked out," that wasn't just a random line. That was him reaching back to Buck's very public exit from G-Unit in 2008. which involved money disputes, loyalty issues, and what 50 described as poor financial decisions. And when he added, "At least I know you ain't looking at my A's," that pointed to a long-running rumor from the 2010s that's been brought up multiple times during their back and forth over the years. This wasn't just a quick Instagram joke. It was a calculated move aimed to hit Buck where it matters most: his career history and his personal life. That's been 50 Cent's approach, and he's been using that strategy consistently for years.
So he takes a jab at Yayo, and apparently Yayo responds. And Yayo responds like this.
Because that's exactly how it played out. Buck saw the post, and he came back strong. But we'll get into that in a moment. First, understand how quickly this spread, because it moved at a pace that was wild even for the internet. Blog pages like Academics, Baller Alert, Industry Blitz, Traps, and Trunks share the image with their combined millions of followers within hours. YouTube reaction channels were already uploading by the evening, dropping videos with titles like 50 Cent trolls Young Buck on his birthday, and Young Buck responds to 50 Cent. Twitter went crazy with memes. Jokes started flying. Debates kicked off, and comment sections across every platform turned into a back and forth between people supporting Buck and those laughing with 50. Even Barilla herself showed up unfazed, excited to be part of the moment. The whole situation had momentum right away, and it wasn't slowing down for anyone. And just like that, with one well-timed Instagram post, 50 Cent took a man's 45th birthday, a moment that should have been all about Buck and his circle, and turned it into the start of another chapter in one of the longest-running rivalries in hip-hop. But Buck, and this is important, wasn't about to let that slide. Not this time. Not on his birthday. And what he did next is where things really picked up. The response from Cashville. Here's something people in the comments often get wrong about Young Buck. He's not someone who backs down easily. He's not the type to scroll through mentions, see that kind of disrespect on his big day, and just ignore it. Not Buck, not the one from Cashville. And to his credit, he stood his ground. He didn't back off. He didn't post some vague message about ignoring negativity. What Buck did next was even more direct, more grounded, and rooted in the same community energy that built his name in the first place. He grabbed his phone, opened IG, hit go live, and went straight to his environment. Not a studio, not a penthouse, but right in the heart of his Nashville block, surrounded by the OGs and the neighborhood people who've been supporting him since day one. Buck was out in his area, walking through the streets, greeting folks by name, stopping by Ed's fish spot like it was any regular day. No security, no team around him, just Buck and the people who've always stood with him. From that setting, he started speaking his mind. "Leave that man. This ain't no game. And I just be sitting back watching," he said. Buck made it clear from the start that he hadn't been ignoring any of it. He'd been seeing 50's entire run of posts in real time. He'd noticed every meme, every jab, every moment where his name was used for attention. He'd stayed quiet through all of it, but not anymore. The birthday post was the moment that pushed things too far.
See that, man, this ain't no game. And I just be sitting back and watching, man.
That right, there was Buck speaking on something a lot of people in the culture have been quietly noticing for a while now. That 50's whole approach these days leans heavily on controlling the narrative, shaping how people see things through humor, memes, and viral moments. It's all presentation. Online moments instead of music. Trolling instead of creating, digital back and forth instead of deeper substance. And Buck was basically saying it clearly. The act isn't going unnoticed anymore. People are starting to read between the lines, and it's only a matter of time before more catch on.
Trying to manipulate these fans' minds and shit until the bullshit come to an end and that shit catch up with you.
That was a direct shot at 50's ongoing situation with T.I., especially with his son speaking out on social media. Buck was basically saying, you've got real situations to deal with right now, things involving family and people close to you. And instead of handling that like a grown man, you're online making AI memes about me on my birthday. Where are your priorities at? Handle your own business first before stepping into mine.
Now you got kids all over you. You can't even do nothing with the man's children. So you want to just start trolling different folks and this and that.
Then Buck followed it up with a line that made it clear all this online bravado doesn't mean a thing in the real world.
Man, come on, man. The gig is up, man. Goddamn, how much trolling and the shit you gonna do before you do something.
Keep that up there. Keep that up there. Meaning, keep that energy in New York. Keep it on the internet, wherever it lives. Because down here in Tennessee, in the real streets of Nashville, it's a whole different level of real. Buck was making it crystal clear that online tough talk doesn't carry the same weight when you're standing face to face with the people who actually know you. And right around this moment, Buck dropped a line that would shake the internet a challenge that set every comment section, group chat, podcast, and reaction channel on fire.
You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. All that old bluff. Keep that shit up there.
Go walk around Queens. That challenge completely flipped the energy of this whole beef. 50 had been operating from behind a screen, tossing grenades from the comfort of his phone. But Buck was standing on concrete with no security. We want to see what your life like.
With no security, we want to see what your life like. You so goddamn tough.
Now look, some folks been debating whether that challenge is even fair given 50's level of fame. And yeah, logistically, 50 can't just stroll through South Jamaica, Queens without shutting the block down. But that ain't the point. The point was principle. Buck was standing in his hood, getting love from every direction. No barriers, no pretense. And he was saying, this is what it looks like when your community genuinely rocks with you. Can you say the same, fam?
Your gig is up, the laughs is over with. Now they see what it really been.
And then Buck sealed the whole rant with a line that carried more weight than most people probably even realized.
My CD. And I ain't signed to your no more. And I don't owe you a quota.
Where Buck paid 50 Cent roughly $200,690 through the Nashville courts, officially clearing the financial debt that been hanging over his head for a decade. The bag is paid, the contract is a wrap, the chains are off, and you don't got no more leverage on me. Period. But if Buck thought for 1 second that going off on live was going to make 50 back down, he was dead wrong. 50 reposted Buck's own footage to his IG within hours and slapped a caption on a design for maximum damage. LOL, look at this punk ass. We know you like them boys. Buck. Barilla like the girls. That's a better fit around here. Punk. You in your hood because you broke boy. LOL, broke boy. 2 words that spread to the hip-hop internet like a virus. Every platform, every comment section, every group chat was running with it within hours. And what made it so cold, so ruthless, so effective was how it completely reframed Buck's entire argument. Buck was out there saying, I walk my hood freely. I'm loved. I'm respected. I'm home. And 50 flipped that whole narrative upside down. He was saying, nah, the only reason you walk your hood freely is because you ain't got nowhere else to go. You ain't humble. You're stuck. You ain't choosing the block. The block is all you got left. And that reframe, whether it's true or cap, is the kind of savage counterplay that has made 50 Cent one of the most feared names in hip-hop when it comes to public warfare.
In all 50s. Po-ass petty nigga. What's going on? Let's go. Where's that?
Buck clearly wasn't backing down, but 50 had already won the moment on social media. Tony Yeo jumped into the comments with, "We be in Southside all the time," a direct nod to Southside Jamaica. Queens co-signing that the unit moves wherever they want. Multiple outlets, Hot New Hip Hop XXL Hot 97, screenshotted it before the post got taken down, and 50 wasn't done. He reshared an old clip from Gary with T about the transgender rumor and added, "No reunion FK, that Barilla on the next tour. I'll FK around and put him in my new show, The Accomplice. No reunion, no reconciliation, no mercy." Themix's reel that amplified Buck's side pulled in thousands of likes and hundreds of comments. And the reactions were split right down the middle between folks defending Buck's realness and folks bringing up his past L's. And it's those L's, that full ugly 18-year history, we got to get into now. 18 years of war. Here's what sets this beef apart from every other rap feud you can think of. This ain't some two Twitter fingers drama that pops off and gets forgotten by the next news cycle. This ain't no SoundCloud subliminals that get addressed in a Breakfast Club interview and then everybody moves on. Nah, fam. This goes way, way deeper than all of that. It didn't start with no meme. It didn't start with no diss track dropped at midnight. And it damn sure didn't start over no horse video on Instagram. This started like most things in hip-hop that end up lasting 2 full decades with no resolution in sight. Over bread, over contracts, over royalties, over publishing, and most importantly,